Welcome to the WatchOut channel. I'm the Haunting Hour 17, passionate about a classic, hinting at a specific time for paranormal activity and content. The video I will share is from the uploader Depths of Despair. The video, whether they have truth or not, you are the one who will judge what you have seen and what you have been touched by in the videos to provide you with many scary and terrifying videos. Be sure to watch till the end of the video. Maraming Salamat po and enjoy scary watching.
The Visit. On November the 3rd of 2024, a woman named Donna was visiting her family's house, which is located 2 whole floors above a restaurant that they own. So when she visits the place, she often finds herself alone in the house while her family is down below, attending to the restaurant. She's always had a feeling that she's not alone whenever she's in the house, and occasionally she would hear small strange sounds, but would attempt to rationalize them. However, on one day, while she was doing her makeup, she started hearing more sounds and decided to record it to see what she captures. It doesn't end well.
Bueno, me puse a grabar porque estoy escuchando cosas. Entonces, el rímel. Me manché un poco. Uy, quedaron súper bonitas. Abajo también. No entiendo por qué. Mejor me hago rápido y yo me voy. Es que chicos, yo estoy sola. Voy a ir a ver. Voy a ir a ver. Sí, la verdad no sé por qué es así, pero bueno, voy a acabarme de hacer rápido, pero el pelo.
Strange sounds can be heard, and then out of nowhere her nose starts bleeding. But when she hears footsteps and answers the door, there's nobody there. But things get even creepier because shortly afterwards she finishes drying her hair, and as she starts combing it, something horrifying happens.
como que me voy así pegada. No sé.
The doorknob can be seen twisting and being unlocked from the outside, but as she rushes to check who's there, she sees no one. Immediately after returning back inside, strange loud sounds can be heard, this time inside the house. Terrified, Donna just runs out the door and goes outside, not wanting to return to the place anytime soon. Many viewers believe that by opening the door when it was moving on its own, she may have welcomed something inside, which would explain the noise in the house that scared her out. Getting a nosebleed during the paranormal is definitely a scary sign, but as always, I'll let you draw your own conclusions. The broadcast. In the next video, a South American radio station was airing a live broadcast that was deeply unsettling. In this broadcast, the host had a special guest named Antonio Zamudio appear live. The host states that Antonio is someone who has had a great deal of paranormal experiences, and after introducing himself, he begins to talk about one incident in particular, where he received a clown doll from a family member who acquired it in a garage sale, and started experiencing paranormal events after bringing it home. Given Antonio's experience, the family thought it would be best for him to hold on to it. So Antonio sets up a security camera recording the doll in case anything happens. And on one night, he captures this. The clown doll somehow begins to move on its own. If we look closely, the doll appears to stand upright on its own before running across the room, leaving Antonio completely terrified yet shocked at the same time, unable to understand how this happened. Although he now knows why his family was scared to keep the doll, and he says ever since this day he's kept it locked in a glass case for safety, fearing that it might run around again and do something if left unchecked. Till this day, no further updates have been given, so it's unclear whether or not anything else has happened with the doll. But the question remains, just how did the clown doll move upright on its own, as if it came to life? The conference room. On February the 5th of 2025, a woman named Miranda captured something disturbing at work. Miranda works in an office building as a janitor, who usually cleans the rooms alone when nobody else is around. Not long after starting her new job in this office building, many co-workers told her about strange experiences they had when they were alone. They have all heard strange sounds and voices around the building. At first, Miranda didn't think much of it, until she started hearing faint voices from time to time, and had the feeling that she was being watched. One day, after hearing a voice, she decided to set her phone up recording while she cleans inside the bathroom. What she captured left her completely spooked. Watch closely. What looks like a creepy pale grey face can be seen behind the door, peeking out from around the corner. This was terrifying enough to make Miranda almost want to quit her job. But that's not the end of it. On another day, she makes a video recording where she saw the face and explaining the incident for a co-worker to see, when she captures this.
Okay, so I'm doing the trash. This is the same room that had that face right here. And I was cleaning this bathroom, and I had my phone on this cart, right? I just heard
She explains where she saw the figure through the door as she was in the bathroom. Then all of a sudden, what sounds like a female voice whispering "hello" can be heard. She looks around, but nobody's there. At this point, Miranda is pretty shaken up and just decides to leave the building. But the question remains, just who or what is this? And is it responsible for the voices in the building? Hopefully we get some more updates soon. But as always, let me know what you think down in the comments. The Soldier. Around September the 5th of 2024, a woman named Shireen Louise recently moved into an old Victorian house in Cardiff, Wales, along with her 3-year-old daughter. The moment she moved into the house, there was a huge leak from the top of the stairs. It could have easily been a coincidence, as this type of thing happens sometimes. However, later in the night, water began dripping down her walls, and as she called her landlord to tell him, the water suddenly stopped. Then, a few days later, her 3-year-old daughter Ailia suddenly gets frightened and says she sees a man with a bad head and bad eyes marching up the stairs and down the hallway.
What is it?
Bad eyes.
Bad eyes?
Yeah. Bad eyes.
Bad eyes.
Yeah.
Where?
Guys.
Upstairs. Nope. No, I'm not doing this again. I'm not doing this again. Please.
After conducting some research into the history of the property, she discovered that it was built on an old battlefield, dating all the way back from somewhere between 1455 to 1487 during the War of the Roses. Worried for her daughter's safety, she begins to believe the house might be haunted by the spirit of a soldier who fought on the battlefield. She decides to set up a security camera down that hallway and wait a while to see if anything happens. It doesn't take long for Ailia to see something there that we can't.
Is there a man with a bad head? Yeah? Where is he? Come show me. Where is he?
Yeah.
He's there.
Yeah.
Is he stood there now?
Yeah.
Is he doing anything?
Yeah.
What's he doing?
Wait.
You want to go away? What's he doing?
Yeah.
He's stood there.
Yeah.
Is he talking?
Yeah.
What's he saying?
Yeah.
You hiding?
Yeah.
What's he saying, baby? You go.
Mom.
Yeah.
Yes.
You want to go downstairs?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll see you later, Spirit. Is he there? He's not there now. Oh.
Mom.
Okay, sorry. Let's go, baby.
Worried as she's not sure what her daughter may be seeing, Shireen decides to leave the camera running, and on one night it captures something chilling. Watch closely.
Yeah.
Come on then, let me help.
Mom. Dad.
What is it?
Dad.
What?
Dad.
Scared of what? Who is it?
No.
Is someone there?
Yeah. Dad had eyes. 2 eyes. Dad. 2 eyes. Had that.
Hi.
Eye.
Hey. Hiya. Is he doing anything? What's he doing? Right, see you later, Mr. Soldier Man. What? Are you laughing at him? Is he being funny? Is he being funny? That's good, isn't it? You're still looking at someone. Oh my god, she's... What? No, please don't. No, stop. It's okay. It's okay. Sorry, you just scared mummy. Sorry, you just scared mummy. It's not scary.
Some very loud, creepy breaths can be heard very clearly on the camera's audio, along with a whisper later on. Alia then gets scared and complains that she sees the man with the bad head and bad eyes. Many viewers interpreted this to be a bad head, meaning a soldier who may have had his face damaged in the battle, and the bad eyes meaning he's angry or can't see very well. Regardless of this, Shireen has accepted this as proof that an evil spirit does indeed haunt her home, and out of fear for her daughter's safety, she has decided she will be moving out quickly before it gets worse. The Scary Movie. On October 4th of 2024, a man sits down with his girlfriend to watch a horror movie with her. He has already seen the movie himself and knows she'll react in a funny way to it, so he decides to record her reaction while she watches for the first time. Now, they also just moved into this house, which is right next to a cemetery. Not to mention they have a creepy collection of clown dolls and other strange things. So while watching the movie, this happens.
And of the Son, and the Holy Spirit, by this sign of the Holy Cross of our Lord Jesus Christ, who lives and reigns with the Father and the Holy Spirit. Damien!
It's not even scary.
It is scary.
No.
Look down and visit.
You killed my mother.
You killed your mother. You killed your mother. You killed.
The clown doll on the wall suddenly moves right after the exorcist's face appears on the screen, instantly catching the boyfriend's attention and creeping him out. Many viewers told them that by watching these type of paranormal films, you can unknowingly open a portal to your house. But the couple remains unconvinced and believes it has something to do with the cemetery itself. And they could be right, because the very next night, she decides to show the cemetery to her viewers while asking for advice, when something utterly terrifying is captured. Watch closely.
Part 2 of my scary clown video. Okay, so I thought I'd show you that I actually do live across the road from a cemetery. Normally this stuff doesn't scare me, but the clown kind of did. But I find this a very peaceful, restful place. I've walked in here a few times. I've been here about a week. Yeah. So, I don't know, maybe I need some sage, because the scary clown is kind of scary, and I'd rather not have that happen again. So, any tips and advice would be great. Thank you.
Right after she mentions needing sage, a dark shadow figure can be seen moving behind one of the headstones, before disappearing. They are planning to use sage to cleanse the house, but as we have seen previously, sometimes that makes things worse, so we may be seeing more of them soon. The Cabin. On February the 21st of 2025, a woman named Dua Lupe was staying at a cabin that was rented out for her sister's birthday. Late in the evening, she notices what looks like another smaller cabin just across from where she's staying. This cabin looks like it's been abandoned and the front door is just left open. So she pulls her phone out and decides to record as she goes to check it out. Watch closely.
Estoy quedando en una cabaña por el cumpleaños de mi hermana y enfrente hay como una cabaña así, como pero abandonada, chiquita. Y es como una casita del árbol, así como para niños, no sé. No sé, pero se ve muy tenebroso. No sé si se vaya a caer esto porque está como todo podrido. Y no veo como para encender las luces ni nada. Mira, allá está la cabaña. Y... No, no tiene luz. Hay como una mesa, hay ganchitos de ropa y televisor.
Lupe screams in terror as the door in front of her suddenly slams shut out of nowhere, completely scaring her as she runs away for her life. What she didn't notice is while she first approaches the cabin, someone or something can be seen peeking out from behind the door before retracting back inside. Whatever it is seems to have big glowing eyes and a glowing mouth. Lupe hasn't returned to the cabin ever since, so I'll let you be the judge of this one. The Mimic. On March the 8th of 2025, a woman named Emma captured something on camera that left her completely terrified. Late one night, while Emma was home alone watching TV in the living room, she begins to hear strange noises coming from her front door. The following is her footage. All sorts of creepy, strange sounds can be heard coming from the front door, along with what sounds like her own voice saying, "I know you're in there." Before the door handle begins to rattle. Emma checked the windows but saw nobody at the door. She thought that would be the end of it, but 6 days later, it's nighttime when it happens again.
And this is why I can't call the cops, because when I go to look, there's no one here. I know it's hard to see, but I'm not opening the door. There's like no one out there, and like, this is a window. There's no people, but this is a window, and you can't really see out there. And it's hard to see. So I don't know what the hell is going on.
The voice gets more aggressive, saying, "Let me in." But as Emma checks the window, we can aggressive, saying, "Let me in." But as Emma checks the window, we can see that there's nobody at the door. Not knowing what is out there, Emma doesn't dare open the door. She believes it's a mimic. However, it seems like this is happening every few nights, so we may be seeing more soon. Until then, let me know your thoughts on this one. On patrol. The following video was taken by a man named Jesus Vargas. Jesus works as a police officer who does late night shifts. One night, while patrolling the streets of Nayarit, Mexico, along with his colleague, they stumbled upon something very strange. It's just after 3 a.m. in the morning, when the two police officers are patrolling by an elementary school, and they see this. Watch closely.
No manches, mira lo que estamos viendo nosotros ahorita a las 3 de la mañana. Verga.
What looks like two kids playing around in the closed school can be seen before they scream and run off. What makes this very eerie is that the kids seem to be shrouded in darkness as if they were black figures. And even though they are close to the flashing light, no facial features or even their clothing is discernible. But even stranger is the fact that it's well beyond closing hours for the school, so just what would two kids be doing in there when the gates are all closed? And why would their parents allow them to be there? The two police officers searched the perimeter but found no signs of the kids again. In the morning, they got a hold of the school, and after doing a thorough check, the school was certain that everyone had left the premises and nobody remained within school grounds. Convinced that they saw something paranormal, the two police officers return on another day to check once again.
Esta es la escuela. Ahorita le vamos a mostrar la puerta donde se miraron lo que se miró. No quiero decir qué es lo que se miró. Es esta. Esta es la puerta. Ya está una lona que no sé qué quiere decir. Vamos a bajar. Ay, cabrón. La chingue. Ese es el cancel. ¿Verdad? Esta es la escuela por dentro. Son los salones.
The police officers return to the school to check the area, but they see no sign of anything strange, and no issues were reported that night about students missing from their home. So the question remains, just who or what are they? The two officers believe they are children who lost their lives, now bound to the school as they relive their final moments. But I'll let you be the judge of this. The Shadows. The following video comes from a Hungarian woman named Sinestia. She explains that strange things have been happening around their house for about 6 months now. They hear strange noises and would see shadows moving from the corner of their eye, and their dog would often bark aggressively at nothing for a long time. On one particular day, she heard her dog barking at something in the room for half an hour, so she decided to review the apartment cameras to see what was captured. When she sees something utterly terrifying, watch closely.
Hiszitek el már megint mi történt a mai live alatt? Konkrétan a kutya fél óránál valamit ugatott a nappaliba, egy árnyat, konkrétan vissza kellett nézni a lakásban a kamerákat. Már konkrétan több mint fél éve érzékeljük ezeket a szellemjárásokat, és fogalmam sincs, hogy mit csináljunk.
The dog can be seen barking at a black mass before it moves and scares the dog away. It looks as though it tried to slide the chair at the dog, and the dog ran away. A few weeks later, Sinestia wakes up to a loud bang in the house and goes downstairs to find this big frame on the floor, which fell from a section of the wall above the stairs, somehow without knocking the other objects off with it as it fell. Creeped out, realizing that there's a whole room up there, she decides to wait for her partner to return home before investigating further. When he arrives, they look inside the room and see this.
Látszik sem. Lakik ott benne valaki, tudod. Az mi? Az micsoda? Az felolvasztod, ennyi.
Az egy...
És látszik valami.
Inside the room, some strings attached to a strange formation of sticks can be seen, which itself looks haunted. They also found another hidden room which they can't access. They then decide to explore the inside of the attic room.
Nagyon szűk a hely. Mi volt ez?
After looking around the strange attic room, they encounter something downright chilling.
Nézd oda! Annyira hideg van, hogy látszik a leheletem.
Azt a kurva.
Úristen, mi az ott? Világíts gyorsan oda.
Hol?
Ott.
A creepy pale figure can be seen hiding in the attic room, causing the two to run, and the video ends abruptly. Now, ever since they discovered this room, the activity seems to have gotten worse. Late one night, he hears something coming from the bathroom and pulls his phone out to record. Take a look. Something can be seen bashing against the curtain from the inside of the bathtub. But when he goes to check, there's no one there. Perhaps it all has something to do with this, and whatever is lurking in this attic room. But until we get some more updates, this one will remain a mystery. Collector's House. On September 30th of 2024, a woman noticed something terrifying that baffled her. It wasn't the first time she had seen something strange in her grandparents' house, but she thought maybe her mind was just playing tricks on her, although the house is full of old collectible dolls and antique items. So it's not too much surprise, as she already suspects one of them is likely to be haunted. This time the events that transpired were much more noticeable, so much so that she couldn't ignore it, and decided to pull her phone out to record and confirm it. On one night, she's laying in bed while studying on her laptop, when something chilling catches her attention. Take a look.
This thing just moved.
Boy, all the talking heads would have been screaming about the Dallas Cowboys and the sticking fork in this organization. So again, kudos to the Cowboys going on the road, get a good win, and see how they win that movie. There's a saying in golf, there's no pictures on the scorecard. If you're down, you don't care if it's by 5 or it's going to be like, you're just happy that you moved for 2 or 2. The injury to Parsons, and we don't know anything at this point, he just left by a car with the left shoe off. How do you assess what that man means? The defensive struggle, but it feels a lot better if he's on the field. I mean, that would be, if he's missing any significant time, that would be a huge loss. He's the best player on the defensive side of football.
Oh my God. The door just moved.
33 propels 100 affordable housing laws, including an
early on, much more involved, particularly
the safety over the top, and you'll see right down here. A free personal Suzuki dessert. An entree plus free dessert, just $13. That's a sweet deal. We weren't able to kick a field goal late. There's a lot of involved.
Are you real? You can do it again. I won't watch.
After seeing it clearly, she no longer has any doubts in her mind. The doll suddenly moves its hand while she's facing away from it. It's quite subtle, but the movement is very clear, enough to freak her out. What she seemed to notice is that it only moves when she isn't looking directly at it. Fortunately, there was a mirror in front which she managed to capture it using the reflection. The creepy balloon seems to follow her movement as if to block her view from seeing the doll, as well as the door closing on its own. Viewers can't help but believe that during these moments while her view is obstructed, the doll is moving a lot. It's creepy enough that she'll never be sleeping over ever again. Whatever the case, it definitely wasn't a coincidence that the door closed and the balloon followed her. But with all these old items, there's bound to be some dark energy. Either way, let me know what you think. The basement. On February the 20th of 2025, a mother noticed something disturbing with her son's giant inflatable Elmo balloon. Later that same night, she notices it again, so she pulls her phone out to record it and sees this. At first, it may just seem like the balloon is naturally floating around the house, but as it gets to the basement door, its movements just suddenly come to a halt. What makes this creepy is that according to the mother, every time she has seen the balloon move, it somehow always ends up at the basement door, then suddenly stops, never daring to go inside. To her, this was very strange and unsettling. The very next night, it happens again. Watch closely.
Babe, come here.
Yeah. Wow.
It's the balloon.
What's going on?
It's just like keeps going down to the basement.
Still with that balloon?
Yeah.
What's it doing now?
It's like wants us to go to the basement or something.
Let's see.
Strangely, the doll stops in front of the basement door once again. The mother thinks it's trying to tell them something, so she decides to finally muster the courage to go down into the basement. Take a look. Nothing out of the ordinary is seen, but just after she reaches the bottom of the stairs, a disembodied whisper can be heard saying "hey," as if something was aware that she entered the room. Although Rachel, the mother, didn't seem to hear this at the time. Something is clearly going on with the balloon and the basement. On another day, Rachel sees it moving again, and he doesn't dare enter the room. That is until her son Andrew decides to go in with it. Although immersed in the iPad, her son Andrew just suddenly gets up and follows the balloon to the basement, without replying back to his mum. Finding it disturbing that the balloon was willing to enter the basement with Andrew, left Rachel deeply creeped out, so she ends the video abruptly and quickly rushes over to pull her son back inside, not wanting him to go down into the basement. On another night, she captures something utterly terrifying.
Babe.
Quiet. Quiet.
The Elmo balloon can be seen creeping up the stairs late at night towards her son Andrew's bedroom, before suddenly coming to a stop after she hits the light switch when it reaches the top of the stairs. All movements from the balloon just come to a stop the moment it reaches the top of the stairs, which just seems too unnatural. Given the strange behavior, it definitely doesn't seem like a coincidence, and even the dogs in the house were deeply distressed when the balloon was moving upstairs.
Quiet.
The family wanted to get rid of the balloon after this occurrence, as they could clearly see something isn't right with it. But to their surprise, their son Andrew refused to let them get rid of the balloon, even though he didn't really play with it. So the family decided to keep it as it was going to deflate after a few more days anyway. The very next day, Rachel hears some banging noises that sounded like they came from her son's room. So she decides to pull her phone out and record while she checks his room.
Hey, Andrew. Andrew?
As she looks inside his room, 3 bangs can be heard. Another strange thing that many viewers in the comments noticed is that the boy doesn't seem to ever acknowledge his mum's presence or reply to her. Some people believe he is already possessed or something is attached to him, which could be the case seeing as the balloon appeared to be going to his room and would only go down the stairs to the basement when the boy follows, as if it was trying to lure him down there. And on the next night after this, Rachel will soon believe the same thing, because on the next night she's home alone when something downright horrifying happens. Watch closely.
Wait a minute. I noticed that 60% of our viewers have not yet subscribed to our channel. So subscribe now for our new videos that are coming soon, and I will upload them for you every day. So be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated. Be sure to watch till the end of the video. Maraming salamat po, and enjoy scary watching.
At the very top corner of the door above the basement stairs, a terrifying creepy forehead can be seen. Rachel saw something that startled her, but didn't realize what it was until she got closer. The forehead and hair are quite clear to see, but as she gets closer, what looks like two very dark black eyes can be seen. This caused Rachel to call her partner back home immediately. Given all the strange behaviors with the doll and the nightmarish figure she had just seen, it became clear that someone or something was in the basement, which also explains the peculiar movements of the balloon that didn't seem to follow natural physics. Could it be that the balloon is controlled by whatever is lurking down there and keeps going to the basement door, hoping that the boy will eventually follow it down there? Whatever the case, Rachel is completely terrified and has decided to keep the door locked as they continue to investigate. Simon. In this video, a few friends were having a house party when a small group of the host's friends got bored of the party downstairs, so they decided to hang out in the host's little sister's bedroom and play around with the assortment of toys and games. One of the games they decided to pick up was Simon, an electronic game renowned for its ability to challenge short-term memory skills.
Yeah, it seems like it's just a normal mode. Dude, it was acting up earlier. Yeah, that's crazy.
You guys keep being here.
And that is the only function of this game. Yet in this video, the game seems to stop functioning normally when someone presses on the colors, and instead, it begins responding to questions, and things quickly take a turn for the worst.
Oh, dude, okay, it's not working. Okay, ask it a question, ask it a question.
Okay.
No, okay, I'll go. Okay, is my shirt black? Dude, this thing is possessed, man. This thing is possessed. All right, okay, ask it a question,
What color is the sky? Wait. I guess I need to ask yes or no. Is the sky blue?
No! Dude, come on, ask it a question.
It's probably just like broken.
Dude, get over here. Ask it a question, dude.
First of all, it's not even yours. Alright, let's really test it. It's kind of exhilarating.
Dude. Yeah.
Am I black?
Oh my
Oh!
god.
Oh, dude, it knows, dude.
Throw
it
that
knows.
shit out.
It
Like
knows.
stuck on the green button or something.
That's a no.
Am I a girl?
You a girl?
Stupid. Oh!
Okay, so it
shit.
knows.
Dude, it knows, dude.
So
this
it
thing's,
knows.
this thing's, it's like one of those Ouija boards,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, like-
It knows. Oh.
My mom played with one.
Oh, guys, have you guys not seen horror movies?
Oh, dude, the picture, dude. The picture.
Oh. She drew that?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, this will actually like tell.
Okay. Spirit, are you with us in this room?
Nothing.
No.
Okay.
It's not gonna work. Put like 2 fingers on it or something.
Oh,
no!
dude! Oh my gosh, that's so creepy. That is so creepy, dude.
Okay, is this find that thing?
Dude, it's just on the floor, man.
Yo, are we actually haunted right now?
Dude, I'm like actually kind of scared, dude.
Well,
Dude, like, what even is that?
you should put that down.
Like that?
Okay, okay. All right. Well, let's get real crazy.
I'm leaving.
Did you guys hear on the second floor? What? The window? It came from right here, yeah? Yeah, you see it? We're on the second floor.
Oh, okay, all right. Okay. All right, fine. That's enough. That's enough.
First, they were amused and in disbelief that the game was somehow answering their closed questions using the color red for no and green for yes. After some time, one of them makes the comparison to a Ouija board, feeling as though they are potentially communicating with a living entity that shows intelligence through the form of the game's Simon. But the atmosphere in the room starts to change when one of them discovers a creepy picture that was also drawn by the girl who owned the toy. And in the drawing, we can see a little girl and some sort of creepy dark figure standing next to her. One of the guys decides to ask if the spirit in the picture is present in the room, and it responds with yes, followed by a knock on the window a few seconds after. The strangest part is that the window is on the second floor, and there's also no balcony for someone to stand on, so it's unlikely that someone could have been outside knocking on the window. And with that, they decided to not mess around any further and just get out of there, leaving this unsettling mystery to go unsolved. The Aswang. A woman named May Cabales lives somewhere in the Philippines, and for the most part everything was going fine. That is, until she got pregnant and started hearing strange noises outside her house at night. One night around 12 AM she is woken up to some disturbing sounds. Afraid and unable to sleep, she gets up and tries to wait it out, but it doesn't stop until dawn. The following night, she is woken up again to the same disturbance. This time it's more intense. What she captures is utterly terrifying.
Ma, doon ka? Tayo na, uy. Na, ngiro na.
May explains that ever since she became pregnant, this terrifying creature began appearing at night, even trying to open the doors to get in. May believes it's a type of aswang, a shape-shifting evil creature from Filipino folklore, and in this case it is believed to be the manananggal, a creature that preys on sleeping pregnant women, using an elongated proboscis-like tongue to suck out fetuses. May says that her neighbors don't have any pigs, and even does an outside house tour to show the nearby area, explaining that beside her house is an elementary school, and then the neighbor's house which is still some distance away, and there's no pigs or similar animals around. This nightmare continued every night, only getting worse with each passing day, only ceasing after her son was born, which further convinces her that the aswang was responsible. But as always, let me know your thoughts on this one. The Ranch. A woman named Britt is returning home one day and pulls her phone out to record after something happened that left her extremely shaken up.
So, I'm recording this just in the off chance that no one believes me. Maybe I can catch it. And by the way, I have a freaking cemetery in my front yard, which probably doesn't help my cause. But I was just inside. I'm by myself with my dog. She's in that room upstairs. You can literally hear her barking at me. That has me very freaked out. Josie? Josie? Yeah, she's just been staring at that, and then she started barking, and she growled, and when she growled, I kind of like booked it. She growled, and when she growled, I kind of like booked it. I don't really know. Just don't really know what she's staring at. Because again, like, this is usually how she looks when she's waiting for me to come in, and I'm just like, what? What is it? What is it?
As Britt heads upstairs, she notices her dog barking and staring continuously at a seemingly empty closet space. Her dog seems very focused on something in that area, even though there doesn't appear to be anything there. It wasn't until her dog started barking uncontrollably that she ran outside and decided to try and capture it on video. This isn't the only strange occurrence, because every while her dog Josie would also stand outside in front of the graveyard, just staring at it as if she were lost in a trance.
Josie? Josie, what's going on?
Britt believes this mini cemetery has some connection to Josie's strange behavior, especially after she mentions some details about the cemetery.
So a lot of you guys have also been asking questions about the graveyard. Yes, we do indeed have a graveyard on this property, which I know may be weird for some people, but so this was my grandparents' ranch before my mom inherited it. So I live here with my mom and my two brothers, as I've mentioned before. And before they passed away, they buried all of their cats right here where you see the little crosses, and it was their wish to be buried right here. So that's really all that there's to it, but things have been quite strange lately. Like, for some reason, cows just like come to this area sometimes and like surround it, because we during the day we leave that gate open. And yeah, I don't really know. We don't really have cows. We have horses, but not cows. So
the cemetery seems to mysteriously attract animals. The only animals she has on this ranch are horses, and even they often freeze and look straight ahead in the direction of the cemetery. But even worse is a group of cows that show up at the cemetery that don't even belong to her.
See, this is what I'm talking about. They literally just come and hang out here all the time now. It's a newer development. like why. They just kind of come and really breeze around this area. And they just kind of will freeze and won't move. So, yeah.
The odd behavior Josie has been exhibiting, combined with the horses staring and the random cows showing up, has left Britt thinking that something paranormal may be responsible. These events only started recently in the last month. Late one night, Britt is receiving a food delivery at her door when she captures something utterly terrifying. Watch closely.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Sorry about that.
Yeah, this location is outside, no here.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. It's okay. No problem.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Have a good night.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
You a cow?
I scared is a cow.
They're actually not mine. I don't know. It wasn't showing up here.
No, yeah.
No.
Oh.
They come hang out around here every night. Yeah. What would you do if this happened in your house?
Yep. Oh my god. Hi.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. See, this is what I'm talking about. Every freaking night, like even at night, they even come and hang out here, and they just like stand and like. Are you for real right now?
Startled by the sudden pull on her shirt, she drops her food and instantly runs back outside. But if we look closely at the door's security camera when the alarm goes off, something else can be seen. Something chilling. A small strange movement can be seen next to the bush. Then suddenly, out of nowhere, a small faint shadow figure can be seen moving towards the door really fast. And it's at that exact moment that the house alarm goes off. Now this, compared with the pulling on her shirt, just makes you think, what the hell just entered her house? Completely terrified by this event, she decides to sleep in her RV outside and wait for her parents to return home from their trip before heading back in. She now believes the graveyard may be haunted or cursed by something. But however you look at it, this video is a creepy mystery. The cabin. The following video comes from a woman who was doing some renovation work in an old cabin located somewhere in Oregon. The previous owner was a female teacher who passed away inside the cabin, and ever since then the place has been abandoned and left in terrible condition. One day, as she arrives to check on the property and record some videos, she notices that her toddler keeps talking to someone who isn't there, and her dog also begins to stare at a particular part of the building in a very peculiar manner. Now, aside from her toddler and her dog, she is completely alone at this site, but after noticing their strange behavior, she observes the cabin and sees something horrifying.
There's something moving in the door. The thing is, that door in there is really stiff. Like all of them are. So, there's nothing hanging there. So, fucking, what the fuck is that? It's creepy. It's gotta be something. I don't know what. What the fuck? It just fucking, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Holy fuck.
What looks like a dark shadow figure can be seen moving behind one of the doors upstairs inside the cabin before moving out of view. Creeped out by the sudden sighting, she didn't dare go up and see what it was. Instead, she returns a few days later and makes an update video showing the exact location the figure was seen, as well as the inside of the cabin.
Right. Here is the stairwell, okay, that you see. There's the porch. And here is the doorway in question that, like, the notorious doorway that had whatever. Look at these are, like, notes still that, from Emily, the daughter. And, these are from the lady who died here. And then, oh, I hate it in here. I mean, it gets even creepier once you go downstairs. I'm not even going down, well, fuck, I don't know. I said I'd do a walkthrough. I'm not going down this way though, I'll show you. The porch is about, literally it's like barely hanging on. There's the freaking downstairs. I do not even want to, I mean I'll go down there, but here's the downstairs, which sort of creeps me out the most. However, I mean, during the day, it's not as bad. And especially if there's people here, I feel fine. It's like, I'm totally fine, as long as there's people here.
As you can see, there is no curtains on the door where the figure appeared, or anything that could have been seen as pareidolia. The place also looks like a complete mess, which is said to be the perfect conditions for something sinister to reside in. Many viewers also say the figure resembles that of someone in a skirt. Could this be the lost spirit of the teacher who passed away in this cabin? Let me know what you think. If you have any video recommendations, you can send them over to depthsofdespairbusiness@gmail.com or tag us on TikTok at depthsofdespairyt. The ceiling. The following video comes from a mother named Melia who moved into a new house in France with her children somewhere in September 2024. Shortly after moving in, her 3-year-old daughter began to feel terrified to enter her own bedroom, to the point where she was crying and screaming, saying there was a lady on the ceiling with big teeth.
Maman, il y a quand même fait pas avec ses grandes dents.
Elle a des grandes dents?
Oui.
Oh non.
Il a les souris, il a dans mes souris.
Elle sourit? Ça te fait peur?
Oui. Il reste toujours sur le plafond et me regarde.
Elle te regarde et ça te fait peur?
Oui.
D'accord, mon cœur, elle va partir. Elle va partir, la dame.
Quand il est pas moi, il rit quelqu'un plus.
At first, her mother thought she was just having nightmares, but then she described this figure in great detail which seemed too real. A lady with dark brown long hair, big hands, long nails, and big teeth. After this, Melia tried to reassure her daughter that she is okay and nothing is happening. But a few minutes later, the light in the room begins to flicker, so she starts recording again, and something terrifying is captured. Watch closely. The door opens by itself, but as she rushes over to see what's there, she finds nothing. This may not seem like much, but after what her daughter said just moments before this happened, makes this utterly terrifying. On another night, while everyone is asleep, Melia begins to hear strange noises. What sounds like horse hoof footsteps can be heard briefly, then the door starts closing by itself and the TV turns on, while both children are asleep in their bed. She decides to set up some security cameras recording around the house, and over the next few nights they capture many creepy things. One day she was on a live video giving her viewers a tour around the house, when all of a sudden the lights start flickering.
Purée d'interrupteur, hein. J'ai pas de trucs dans les mains. Et là c'est la chambre de mon fils, je vais aller vite. Voilà. Oh, ça va mieux là déjà. Et... Ah, je pété un câble. Est-ce que vous entendez les pas juste?
The full video was on her live, but there was no saved replays, just this extract. But as you can see, she was doing a house tour while home alone, when all the lights started flashing, and she shows there's no switch in her hands to the mirror. Then, when she's upstairs in her son's bedroom, footsteps can be heard down below, which quickly disappear as she rushes down the stairs after them. You can clearly hear the fear and panic in her voice and behavior, and it eventually gets so much to the point where she begins to break down on live with her viewers.
Ouais, je suis toute seule, ouais. Ouais, mais merci Kim, t'es un amour. Mais franchement, il y a des jours, c'est fatigant en fait. En plus, je pense que je suis malade parce que j'arrête pas de vomir et tout. Donc la fatigue, la maladie, et en plus, tu remets les bruits là, de merde là. Pardon.
While home alone on another live with her viewers, footsteps and other sounds can be heard in the background, causing Melia to cry. But the worst is yet to come. On another day, while entering her daughter's bedroom, she sees something from a nightmare. Unfortunately, the full video was removed, so she only has this slowed version. Take a look. As she opens the bedroom door, a dark shadow figure can be seen in the middle of the room, startling her before vanishing. Melia states that after this, she has been having nightmares of someone or something trying to steal her daughter away. She has had someone come over and use white sage on the house, but it only made things worse. Melia is now completely terrified and worried for her daughter's safety, and after only living here for a few months, she is desperately trying to move out. She also mentioned the house has a condemned well in the garden, which may possibly have something to do with these events. But until further updates, this one remains a mystery. Bedtime. This video was taken by a security camera placed inside this girl's bedroom to monitor her. It is around 11 PM and well past her bedtime, yet she decides to play with some toys while in bed, when something utterly terrifying happens.
Hey, can you play with me? Sure, I'll play with you. So let you play me, yeah. Bling, 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 bling. What's going on? Let's go. Let's go.
A toy lights up on its own. Even creepier, it starts to play the same song she's singing, as if to lure her under the bed. And when she goes to check it out, something swiftly pulls her under the bed. Her mum is convinced that something sinister lurks underneath, and has since moved her daughter to another room and locked the door for safety. But viewers kept asking if she had checked under the bed herself to see what's there. That's when this happens.
So I've been getting a lot of questions. People have been asking me, have you been in the room? Have you guys looked under the bed? No, we haven't. We haven't been in the room in the last 2 days. We've been a little scared. Be this scared right now. Oh my god.
Underneath the bed lies a creepy doll which suddenly begins moving, instantly sending chills down her spine and sending the woman running away. She has now locked the door again, and nobody has entered ever since. Viewers suggested that the doll was mechanical, to which she explains that it's a stuffed plastic doll.
So for those of you saying that the doll is mechanical and that's how it moved, that doll is plastic, that doll is stuffed. I checked, I looked at Amazon. There is no way that thing should have moved like that.
She does some research on the house and discovers this.
So a lot of you guys have asked me if we've done any research on the house, and I did. I found out that some of the past people that have lived here have had some ghostly encounters. I learned that it was built near, not on, but near a cemetery. Yeah, I don't know. We're at a loss. We really love our home. We don't want to have to leave it, so we're trying to figure out what to do.
She then gives a quick house tour.
So a few of you guys have actually asked for a tour of the house. So here's the master bedroom. Here is the hallway. We don't go in there anymore. Here's our living room. And let's see outside.
Nothing seems to be out of the ordinary with the house. So could it be that the haunting was caused by the location being near a cemetery? Or does the creepy moving doll have something to do with it? Or perhaps both? Regardless, this is completely terrifying. The hospital room. A mother named Sandy was staying with her daughter in Phoenix Children's Hospital in Arizona when her daughter suddenly started communicating with something in the room.
Okay, go. Who is it?
It's so weird.
Is it you?
Is it me? It's not me.
It's motion sensor. There's no one over there. Okay, do it one more time.
Do it one more time, please.
Okay. One last time.
Okay. So, do it if you're a guy. Turn it on if you're a guy.
Nope.
So, you're a girl? You're a girl. Are you? So she's a girl.
And just for show, let's see if it comes on right here. I'm right here. Okay. Nothing. Does your name start with a A? Does your name start with a B?
I want to do the question ask.
Okay. No.
Your name starts with a B? Is it Brianna?
Brittany. Is your name Brittany?
Is it Bianca?
That's a weird name.
I don't know. It's what
came to mind?
Yeah.
Bianca? Are you 5? Are you 6? 7?
8?
9? You're 9? You're 9 years old?
This entity claiming to be a 9-year-old girl named Bianca communicates with her daughter by turning the tap on to answer questions. Everything seemed like a wholesome moment, but all of a sudden the room goes cold and the spirit stops responding.
So she's 9.
You're 9, correct?
Are you still here?
Did you leave us?
She then decides to FaceTime her dad to tell her about what happened. And as she prepares to go home, she asks one final question, if it will come with her. Then this happens.
Are you gonna come with me? You're gonna be with me?
Suddenly, the spirit replies to her last question after not responding, letting her know that it will come with her and be with her. Then the tap quickly stops and we see a shadow moving towards her daughter. Her father on the video call said he could hear static on the phone.
What's that noise?
What noise, baby?
No, it sounds like static, like on the phone.
Does it? Can you do a screen recording?
I don't know why it sounds like that. It sounds like static on the phone.
After this, a man in the comments reached out saying his niece matched those details and passed away in this very same hospital, and all her organs were donated. Could it be that Bianca ended up becoming an evil spirit? Or something pretended to be her and has now attached itself to the girl? Let me know. The totem. User Angel works as a tattoo artist and lives alone somewhere in Glasgow, Scotland. And one day, she was just playing with her cat when she noticed it started behaving strangely, looking up at the glass panel of one of the doors. So she decided to record it, and something undeniably chilling is captured. Just outside her bedroom door, a pale man can be seen watching her from the top of the glass panel, which you would need to be quite tall for. We can see that the cat is clearly noticing this as well. Angel explains that she was terrified to leave her room for hours, but when she eventually did and searched the house, she found no one there. But after searching the property, she discovered some sort of strange formation of sticks or totem outside her house, which she believes was used for some sort of ritual, leading her to think what she saw in her house was something paranormal. Now over the next few days, something started following her around, but things got even worse when she decided to try and seek out answers at a nearby graveyard, and noticed shadow figures and strange sightings lurking at the corner of her eye. After returning home, she discovered 2 slugs inside her house and noticed that the totem had been moved closer to her front door. Whatever this thing is, just doesn't seem to want to leave her alone. She believes an entity such as a skinwalker is causing all of this, but paranormal or not, you judge. The hotel. This next video comes from a hotel worker who works late night shifts. Him, along with some other colleagues, were setting up some new furniture in some of the rooms on the 2nd floor. So during this period, there were no other guests staying in any of the rooms on this floor. However, one room in particular seemed to catch their attention.
Okay. Recording, we're recording. It's 12:35. It's the 2nd floor. There's no one on this floor. Stop.
They hear some strange noises coming from one of the rooms that is meant to be empty. On another day, the hotel staff keeps receiving calls from this very same room on the 2nd floor, where they heard noises previously, and at this time the whole floor still has no guests. So one staff member decides to go and check it out to see who's calling.
Alright, so we're getting crazy calls from this room that is unoccupied in the 2nd floor, and this is like the 3rd time it's happened, and I'm bringing y'all along with me, so annoyed with this little trip that I've been doing constantly. Okay, keys, I think it's 2. Yeah, 226, that's right. 227. Okay. There's the phone. No one's calling. No one's here. Everything's chilling. Yep, okay. I mean, no one here, no phone calls. I'm out. This is weird.
The room is completely empty with no sign of anybody being there. Yet somehow the phone stationed in this room keeps calling. In another video, 2 colleagues place their phone in an elevator and send it down to the 2nd floor, while they both race to see who gets to it first. But something unexpected is captured. Watch closely.
Go, go, go.
The elevator opens and closes a few times, and a strange voice can be heard inside. And then suddenly, the girl pops up out of nowhere, unexpectedly. Just a few days after this, the 2nd floor is still free of any guests, and 2 of the hotel staff are adding some new furniture to one of the rooms, when something undeniably horrifying is captured.
Graduates in 2 days, and I asked for the whole weekend off because like we're gonna get dinner with her. My parents are flying in, you know, like the whole thing. But she literally scheduled me the whole weekend. Wait, am I like on the weekend? Wait, let me check. If you where's my? Do you have my phone? Have you seen? I think I left it on the table. Oh my god, are you filming with my phone? For the vlog. Girl, nobody cares about our stupid. Somebody cares.
What do you want to talk about? Where the mirror should go?
Yeah, actually, let's do our job.
Okay. All right. Chat. Should the mirror go
here
in this corner?
The right corner.
Okay. Or in that corner.
A dark shadow figure can be seen behind them in the mirror, just standing there watching them. And when she pans the phone around the room, seconds later, the figure is gone from the corner, and the rest of the room is completely empty. Are all these cases linked to this one room on the 2nd floor? Perhaps something bad happened here in the past. Let me know what you think. But
please like and subscribe to my channel. This is a big help to me as a content creator, to provide you with many scary, creepy, and terrifying videos. Maraming salamat po, and see you again in my next videos. I'm the Haunting Hour 17.